Hello, myself Cherish Patel. So I am going to demonstrate the our project about e-commerce website. So first going through the code part. So for that we have created total three modules. One is the product module, second one is the cart module, and third one is the order module. So first of all, talking about the product module. So for that we have created total three models. First one is the category, which describes the category of the different product. Second one is the product itself, which describes the product, and third one is the profile. So which is has a one foreign key from the auth module of default Django auth module of the user. And product detail has a fields like title, date, category, image, and the marketplace, and the selling price, and the description. And category has the only title, like different category, like whether it is OnePlus or different, mouse is from the boat or what. So now starting from the URLs, different URLs. So first that we have used the REST framework, which is provide our response as the output for our React as a front end. So for that we have used the router to and initialize one default router, and for the category route we have used the category view set, which describe the different methods like list, retrieve, destroy, update, and the create. And there are also some different URL patterns, like when a user navigate to the product route, so different product will be displayed. So whenever user will be navigate to the product slash product ID, so that product detail will be display of particular ID. And there is also register view set, which where user will be validate his credentials, and the then he or she will be navigate to the login page for the login. And there is a profile page where a user can see and update profile, and update user for the updating user information, and update profile for the updating profile photo. And now talking about the different views of the file. So first one is the product view, which will display all the product based on the query. Like if it is a query is the retrieve, then only one product will be response back to the user based on the ID. And we have also we have also described the lookup field as the ID. And if it is a query is the list, so all the product of all the product will be response back to the user. So for the register view, we have used a custom serializer based on a model dot default user model serializer. So for that, there are total 4 to 5 fields. First one is email, and for the validator, we have used unique validator. So all email must be unique. So user, and the second one is the username. So which is also required, and username also be unique. And the third one is the password, which will validate to the default validation. So for default validation, we have defined different criteria, like uh, like uh, 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 user attribute, user attribute similarity. So password must not be similar to username, and there is also minimum length criteria, like it must be minimum 8 in the length. And third one is the common validator. So so Django will check around thousands of common password, and it will raise error if it is matches to any common password. And last one is the numeric password validator. So there must be a numeric value in the password. So now back to the our views. Next view is the profile view, which is uses the token authentication. So it authorizes the user, there must be login before the fetch to the profile view. So it will fetch profile of particular given user, and it will validate a profile serializer, and response back to the user. And then is category view set. It will display all the category based on the query. Like if it is a list query, so all the category will be display of the all the product. And if it is a retrieve, then specific category of given ID will be displayed. And then there is a update user, it updates the different info of the user, like a first name, last name, email. But there is also profile photo which is contain image file. So for that we have created different update profile, which will basically take the profile photo and replace to the existing one. So next part is the serializer.py. So for that we have already gone through the user serializer. For the product serializer, we have serialized all the info of the product. And also for the category serializer, we have serialized all the field. And for the profile serializer, we have validate whether user is similar to the whether profile user is similar to that requested user. Now my friend Harshil will start.
I have created the card application. So this is the schema for the card. So first of all, there is a customer and a card's one-to-one relationship. For that, foreign key is been defined over here, and the other properties are the total and the complete. Complete defines that if the card is complete or not. It is a boolean field, and there is a date for that same date for the card and the card product. So each and every card and the card product will have a one-to-one relationship, and for that foreign key is been defined over here. And the products are been many to many field, and other properties are price, quantity, and the subtotal of that card product. Heading towards the urls.py. So in the urls.py, I have defined the router. So it is a default router, and the my cart is been defined in views.py. So irrespective of that, there are other URL patterns such as add to cart, update cart, edit and delete the cart product from any cart, and delete the full cart. And this all views are being defined in views.py. So in views.py, this is the my cart which is being defined in router. For that, we have first of all done the token authentication, and in the list method, it will first just get a particular cart of that particular profile that for a particular customer, and from that many cards, it will just fetch one particular cart as per the cart ID, and the all the products present in that cart will be sent as a response to this method. And the other view is that add to cart view. In that authentication is been taken place by the REST framework. And in the post method, first of all, we'll check if the cart exists or not. It is been defined in the incomplete cart variable. And if the card is if the card does not exist, then the first of all a card is been created over here, like card.objects.create, and after that in that particular card we'll add a new card product, and we'll set quantity as 1, and we'll change the prices of selling price and the subtotal and the total of that card. Then we'll if the cart exists, we will check if that particular product exists in that cart or not. If the product exists in that cart, we will just increment its value and change the and change the values of subtotal and total correspondingly. And if that particular product does not exist, then we'll create a new cart product, and we will set quantity as 1 and change the values of subtotal and total. And after that, heading towards the update cart product. If we update any particular card, we will just increment its value and change the values of subtotal and total. And in edit cart, we will just decrement any of the product quantities of each and every for that particular product in that cart. And if we want to delete also or say remove the whole product, we will just execute the delete cart product, in which the whole product will be deleted from that cart. If you want to delete the whole cart, then we will use delete full cart, in which post method will be executed, and the message will be responded as the card is been deleted. So this was the part of the cart. And in serializers, there is a metadata where the model we have defined over here is cart, and we have serialize all the fields of the cart. We have serialized all the fields of that model.
Okay, so now Vatsal will start from the order module. So Vatsal, go
Okay.
ahead.
So let us look at the order module. First one, let's look at the order.py file. So in which we have a order schema, which is same as a schema of the cart module, but and it is also using also have a foreign key reference from the cart schema. It will contains fields like cart address, mobile email, total discounts, order status, date, and payment completes. Payment completes attribute have some predefined status, presets values such as order receive, order processing, on the way, order cancel, and order completed. So let us look at the urls.py file in which we have used REST framework, and we have initialized a default router and register it as a order view set at slash order endpoint. So let us look at the views.py file. So in first of all, or in order view set, we have we have authentication. We have token authentication of the user. So which will tell the application that user is login or not. We have a list function. It will print all the all the list of the orders from the of the particular user. As we have discussed that we have we have stored all the data of order module in serialized manner. So we have initialize and serializer object, and try to iterate over that object to print the uh, print the all product list from all the order of the user. Then we have one retrieve method. It will try to fetch the details of the particular order. So it will print all the products order from uh, one particular order, and so it will not require any for loop to print all the products. Then we have a destroy view. It will called when user is user is trying to cancel the object. So it will first delete the order object, and then it will delete the cart object, because order object is using reference key from the cart object. And last one view is last one method is create method, in which if a user is placing an try to place an order, so an order has been created, so all the fields are assigned to the attribute, and it will fetch from the cart schema, and it will assign a complete object as complete object of that complete attribute of that object as true. So it will be considered as order, and it will print message that order is completed. So let us look at the demonstration part of the uh, sorry let us try to discuss serialize.py file. So as we discussed that all the data of this order module are serialized manner, stored in serialized manner. So let us look at
Okay,
the
thank you, Vatsal.
demonstration of
Okay, so now I will demonstrate the whole website of the e-commerce. So this is our home page where all the fetch product will be displayed. So there are nine products in the one page because we have used nine as the pagination which is provided by the Django REST framework. We have set here page size as a 9. So first 9 product will be displayed, and then on click of next button, so rest product will be displayed. So on click of read more, it will display product detail of a particular product, like so this small description, price, and monthly installment, and the related product. Related product is the based on the same and category. So user can navigate to that particular product also. So now start with the login page. So user has to log in before the any action like add to cart product or order delivery or something like that. So for that, login is simple like username and password. And if user is not authenticated, so first he or she has to be registered into the website. So for that we have kept different fields like first name, last name, username, email, password, and confirm password. So there are also validations like username cannot be same as the different username like, that have used before. So there is also email validation and password validation, where user has to use constraint like that must be a numeric value, and password must not be the same as the common password. So and password and confirm password must be same. So first starting with the first name. So I am just using simple temp value. So I am also using test which is used before, so it will give me the error. So I am using a simple 123 as a password, so we can see the error. So here it will shows the username is already taken, which is test, and password is too small. So it must contain at least 8 character, and it is also too common. And email is also already used. So email and the username must be unique. So navigate to the login page. So I am navigate to default that we have used before. So after login, a user can see his or her profile like his detail like his name, first name plus last name, his username and his email ID. He or she can also change his profile photo by choosing different profile photo, and also change his or her information by editing this information, and then click on the update button. So now I will show the add to cart product. So for that, user has to add some different product into the cart. Like I have added total 3 products. So here all the description of the cart product is displayed. So user can increase or decrease that particular quantity. Like I can increase or decrease, or also delete that particular cart product. And also after that, user can order that product by giving some information like address, mobile, and email. And user can also see old orders, like if in the past user have already ordered some details, and if order is not received, then he can see or delete the order. So here is the information like date when it was the ordered from the site. So and the total and the email ID and the all the information and the different card products. So after that, user can also delete the cart, like delete the whole cart. So full cart is deleted, so it will navigate to the home page. Yeah, that's all about the this website. Thank you.